If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. To say it another way, if all you do is sing songs, desperately hoping your singing will improve, your voice will likely keep doing things the same way it always has. So the first singing instruction you don't want to hear is you need to disrupt your same old with a new approach. And a big part of your new approach needs to be some hard work on your singing technique. Now, most of us don't want to hear that because hard work is not something we want to line up for. But I can tell you, having taught thousands of singers over the past 3 decades, not to mention the work I have done on my own voice, that the development of technique not only leads to better vocal outcomes, but a deep sense of satisfaction that you are learning to master your craft. I encourage you to step onto the road less traveled and start investing in your vocal technique. This is not to say that singing songs is not an essential part of your development as singers. Of course, it is. This is why I need to offer you a second piece of instruction that you might not want to hear.
Sound check.
You gotta warm up every time you rehearse or perform. If you're doing a technical workout, the vocal exercises will simultaneously warm and stretch the voice for you. But if you are jumping straight into workshopping your song list, or you're about to step onto stage, make sure you prepare your voice for the task ahead. Interestingly, the true benefits of regular singing warm-ups are realized over a lifetime of singing. In some ways, the discipline of vocal warm-ups is a practice of delayed gratification because we are investing in the care of our biological instrument over the long term. This being said, the short-term benefits are also hard to ignore. Better tone, improved pitch accuracy, reduced muscular stress at the extremes of our vocal range, not to mention a voice that is better able to sing stronger for longer during the performance or rehearsal. One barrier to doing a singing warm-up, especially before a gig, is limited time. And this leads many of us to see the preceding time in the car before the gig as the best time to do our vocal warm-up. No, sorry, and this is one piece of instruction that you don't want to hear that I equally don't enjoy giving. Don't sing in the car. I was recently accused of being biased towards not singing in the car, and I understand the angst embedded in the accusation. We all hate being told we're not allowed to do something. And like you, my time is limited and precious, so singing in the car, and by singing I'm referring to vocal warm-ups and technical workouts, singing in the car is a seemingly easy option. And it would be an excellent option if not for 2 things. Firstly, when seated in a car, your body alignment is such that all your work is orientated to your shoulders and your neck. This very same posture reduces airflow because the abdominal region is compressed and restricted. Now, secondly, the Lombard effect requires you to sing much louder than you should be to be heard above the road noise. So when we sing in the car, we are exercising a maladaptive muscular process and driving the voice, excuse the pun, way too hard. And right up there with don't sing in the car is the 4th singing instruction you don't want to hear, and that is don't sing when you're sick. I know, but Dr. Dan, the show must go on. I hear you, I see you, and I even agree with you that there are times when the show must go on. There are times when you have no choice. But I would venture the possibly unpopular observation that I think there are many times when the show must go on, but just without you. A perfect example is the church singer. Often church singers are part of a team of multiple singers, but I often hear of church singers who push through with a sick voice on Sunday, risking the health of their voice for a moment that is all but forgotten, dare I say, by Monday. And when I say risk, I mean serious risk. A single session of singing when sick can result in an instantaneous vocal fold hemorrhage. This is not hypothetical. It happens. But we all think it won't happen to us until it happens to us. Trust me, you don't want or need the stress of an avoidable vocal injury. I know this has been a somewhat negatively orientated video, but I hope you can hear the positivity with which I'm providing the singing instruction that you don't want to hear. I want your voice to be the best it can be for as long as possible, because I believe every voice deserves to be heard. And believe it or not, this is the 5th singing instruction many people don't want to hear, for the most part because deep down they don't honestly believe their voice should be heard. Well, I disagree. You have a unique story and your voice is worthy of telling that story through song. I hope today's video has encouraged you to refine your process and reinvigorate your passion for singing. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.